All right, so check this out. Donald Trump is about to have his meeting with Vladimir Putin in Alaska. They've gotten off their planes, shaken hands, celebrated each other, and before the meeting has even started, it's already going terribly for not only Donald Trump, but also the United States. Of course, he's embarrassing this country when he's whining and dining and chatting up Vladimir Putin, who is supposed to be an adversary of the United States, but Donald Trump views him as a buddy, a friend, a collaborator when Putin is in the process of killing innocent people in Ukraine, was launching drone strikes earlier this morning, the day of their meeting, to center city Kyiv, and now Donald Trump is chatting him up. So I just want to take you through everything we've seen so far in this meeting and just really expose how utterly embarrassing this has been for the United States. So let's just go to this moment here where Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin shook hands. This is when they both got off the plane. And just let me know in the comments what you noticed, but I have so much to say about it. Wow. Best buds, huh? And look at them just walking together. And then they eventually, after their long walk, they get up to the stage. And they're standing there and they shake hands. So, this is stunning for me as an American. Not like, regardless of my political party, I'm a Democrat, obviously. Regardless of any of that, this is embarrassing for me as an American. Donald Trump is chatting it up with Putin, having some laughs, touching his hand when they shake, giving him a nice handshake. They're just walking and having conversations. Meanwhile, innocent people are dying in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Russia is launching an awful, disgusting, illegal invasion of another country. I mean, look at this. Look at them they chop it up. They're walking together. They're having fun. And then they inevitably get on the stage. And Donald Trump is standing next to him like, nothing's going on. Just having fun. Just having fun with Vladimir Putin. It is disgusting. And you can see right here. Let's just zoom in on this. This is the president of the United States shaking the hand of the president of Russia and doing so in a friendly way. Remember when President Biden, in his first year in office, met with Putin? There was no niceties. There was no, hey, buddy, we're just two world leaders having a meeting. No. Joe Biden was stern. He was forceful with Putin. None of this crap that Donald Trump is doing. And I want to show you the perspective of Olga Nesterova, who is a journalist, covers a lot of Ukraine-related issues. And she responded to this video in particular saying, these two are friends, period, end of story. I've covered a variety of summits, and I know what admiration looks like. That's the end of the world order as we know it, a sad day for everyone. And she's right. These two are friends, they're buddies. This is absolutely what admiration looks like. And the final point I want to make on this video before we move on to this moment, which is truly, truly just so disgusting, is the fact that Donald Trump rolls out the red carpet for Vladimir Putin. He shakes his hand, they have some laughs. But when it comes to Zelensky in the Oval Office, he berates him, insults him, kicks him out of the White House. The treatment for these two men is vastly different. And it's just so telling about who Donald Trump is. Zelensky's fighting for his country. He's fighting for democracy. He's fighting for global order. Not allowing big countries to bully small countries just because they want some land. That's who Zelensky is, and instead of embracing him, Donald Trump embraces the guy who's launching the illegal invasion. And then I want you to check out this moment really quickly, where in the middle of Donald Trump and Putin shaking hands, a reporter asked him, "Will you stop killing civilians?" And Putin shrugged. And of course, Donald Trump had nothing to say. Take a look.
President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir.
Yep. And of course, the Fox News host has to jump in and save face for Donald Trump. But you heard the reporter there asking, hey, President Putin, will you stop killing civilians? And this was his reaction, a shrug. And Donald Trump just stood there, turned to him and started talking to him again when Putin is asked a question that is really on the minds of everybody as this meeting takes place. And then eventually they got in their cars and they were riding away to the location where they're going to have the meeting. And Vladimir Putin was smiling.
This because he's getting a picture greeted by the President of the United States on U.S. soil after more than 3 years of being a pariah in the world for invading a democracy in Europe. of this.
And the commentary from John King there at CNN is absolutely right, that Vladimir Putin is loving every moment of this. After being the pariah on the world stage, rightfully so, by the way, for invading a country illegally, doing awful things, killing innocent people, he now gets to have a photo with the President of the United States. They're hanging out in the car together. They're shaking hands. Donald Trump is in the process of legitimizing this war criminal. That's what he's doing right now, inviting him to U.S. soil. And as this account correctly points out, Putin and Donald Trump are alone in the back of the beast. No translator, no staff, no record. We will never know what Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin discussed in the back of this car when Putin is loving it, smiling as they drive away from the press. Then eventually, this is the last thing I kind of want to show you before we conclude here, because it is really important. This is when they got to the venue of which they're having their meeting. Reporters were trying to ask them questions, and the Trump team were in the process of kicking the press out. And just look at Putin's face. He is loving every moment of this. Look at the smirk in the latter part of this clip. Take a look.
Just go up. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, press. 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 Thank you,
Look at him.
press. Thank you, press. Let's go. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you, press.
Let's go.
Thank you, press. Thank you.
Look at it. Look at the smirk on this guy's face. Look at the smirk on this guy's face.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Let's go. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
And then he says something that nobody can hear because of the loudness of Trump's team trying to kick the press out of the room while Putin is trying to respond to a question regarding him killing innocent civilians if he'll stop. And Donald Trump is just sitting there. He's totally oblivious. He has no idea what's going on in the world around him, what's happening right next to him. And if we're looking at all of this, the totality of what we've seen so far about this meeting, I'm worried. I mean, I was worried before, but Donald Trump is obviously, clearly, we've known this for quite some time, not meant for this moment. He cannot meet it. He is not the guy to get it done. And I truly hope, and I know you do at home as well, I truly hope that some way, somehow, magically, Donald Trump is able to secure an agreement where there's no more fighting in Ukraine. The war ends, the land is given back, and everything ceases. That'd be fantastic. I'd love that. But am I holding my breath? Do I think that Donald Trump will actually do that? No. No, and it's clear from him embracing Putin, having conversations in the back of the beast, just chatting it up with him, having some laughs, touching his hand, patting him on the back. He's not ready for this moment. And I fear for what this meeting will bring for not only Ukraine, but also the world. So anyway, just wanted to break this down for you quickly. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this meeting so far. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.